Checking back in with Liberty Flames football as they continue their preseason preparation for Kent State, joined by the head coach, Turner Gill. And, Coach, we're kind of dodging some raindrops here, kind of misty, but the weather's been really spectacular for you guys, and sometimes dodging the raindrops is good for the guys.
Well, God has been tremendously blessing us for the weather, and we've been doing most of the time in the mornings. And again, we'd be hitting and missing as far as a little bit of raindrop, but it's good to have it as far as I'm concerned. You want to have a little bit of humidity. You want to have some heat. You like to have some rain and having us to practice through the weather. And so, therefore, that we feel very confident as we go through the fall season that we're prepared no matter what the situation is.
Workout number 12 in the books. Are you sensing some guys ready to face somebody else instead of their own teammates?
Well, I think a little bit of that. We still got some things we're trying to incorporate on defense and offense as far as trying a few different things and then trying to find personnel who are the right people as far as trying to get a two deep. I think there are some guys that are stepping up and doing a lot of good things for us going on. I think Jabril Fuel is one guy that's really been very, very steady as far as coming in a great shape, and I think he's going to be a good football player for this season, and hopefully he can stay healthy. So I think a lot of things are happening in a good way, and our guys are focused, and we got a great leadership that's going on right now in our camp.
Yeah, you talked about leadership since day one of this camp. Let's talk a little bit about the scrimmage you had on Saturday. Are you starting to see some positions where there's some distance being formed in the depth chart there?
Well, yeah, we got a preliminary list of kind of where we at, position chart, I guess, is just to start out, and probably next week we'll really solidify that as far as where we at and who we're going to be working with, and kind of in a sense who is probably going to be going toward a redshirt year, particularly from freshmen, and then also just trying to find the guys who are going to be in the top two units, going to get the majority of the reps. So I think there are some guys that are stepping up and doing good things. There's probably a guy that haven't heard a whole lot of name of is Urban DeSources, a defensive lineman who's a walk-on guy that came on, and he's throwing himself in the mix. He's not quite there as far as being a backup guy yet. It's a defensive end, but he's someone that is risen to deserve some more reps and see what he's going to do and all that. So Toby Onichi on the D-line there too is doing some good things. And so I think at the D-line we're just trying to make sure where the depth is going to be and what position we're going to play certain people, and I think those things are going well.
Since you started opening camp, Coach, is there one position that has really surprised you on the production that they've had so far?
D-line, and I think more because of the depth more than anything. We were probably pretty much knowing where we're going to be as far as our top 3 or 4 guys, but I think, like I mentioned earlier here about our Urban DeSources, Toby Onichi, and really Dylan Bowman's another guy that's coming in and doing some great things too. And so we're checking out a couple of the freshmen. We just got to wait another few days before we decide whether we're going to play those guys, a few D-linemen that we brought in. So I would say the D-line has been very, very productive.
Coach, watching the scrimmage on Saturday, it looked like creativity with the offense kind of opened up a little bit since last year. And how multiple do you want to be on offense and, not giving the defense the same look over and over?
Well, we're going to be multiple. It may be more from a personnel, as we may have our certain people doing certain things. We may have our receivers at a certain position, our running backs are moving all over the place, tight ends all over the place. So it may be looking like really the same play, but we're going to have a little bit more deception as far as what we're doing and how we're doing it.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll catch up with you later this week.
All right, thank you, and go Flames.
That's the head coach of the Flames, Turner Gill. My name is Alan York for LibertyFlames.com.